Hey,
Hey,
Stepsters.
Stepsters!
I'm Lasya.
And I'm Kritika, and we're your trainers from Future Steps.
Welcome to the amazing human body. Today, we're going to be learning about the human body. Get ready to explore. We will learn about our body and how it helps, protects, and keeps us healthy. The human body is like a super machine made up of many parts that work together to help us move, think, eat, play, and do many other things too. It has important systems like the brain, heart, lungs, bones, muscles, and many organs too that keep us healthy and strong every single day.
Okay, so the next couple slides are for grades 1 to 2. My awesome human body parts. So, we're going to talk about three main body parts: our head, hands, and feet. So, our head has our eyes, our ears, and our nose. Our eyes are for seeing, our ears are for hearing, and our nose is for smelling. And then we have our hands that we use for grabbing. And we also have our arms, which is basically this entire thing, which you use for hugging and maybe other things. Probably like swimming, where you stretch out your arms and dive in. And then your feet, which is for walking, and your toes, you can use them for wiggling, but nothing much more. So you can use your feet for walking, running, jogging, etc.
Next, we're going to talk about my strong skeleton. Your bones give your body shape and protect your brain, heart, lungs, and many other internal organs like the intestines, your stomach, and many more. You have 206 bones, and like a superhero suit inside you, they keep you strong and give you shape. The skeleton is strong, hard part inside of our bodies made up of bones. It gives our body shape and helps us stand, sit, and walk. The skeleton works with muscles to help us move, jump, play, and many other things you do. Without our skeleton, we would not be able to stand up or even move around. And one fun thing you could do is you can touch your bones, like here on your wrist or any other part, to feel your bones, right?
Yeah, and maybe even knock on your skull. Because, yeah, your skull is another bone, probably the most known one. So now we're going to talk about muscles. So muscles help you move and work with your bones to run and jump. Well, did you think the bones were the only thing that help you move? Nope. Your muscles need to assist your bones in moving. So you have more than 600 muscles in your body. So muscles are soft tissues in our body that help us move. They're attached to our bones and work together with the skeleton. Muscles help us do things like walk, run, smile, and even breathe. Some muscles, like the ones in our arms and legs, move when we want them to. For example, when you go and do a nice gym workout in your back, you're probably going to try flexing your muscles and looking in the mirror. And this flexing movement is voluntary because, your muscles don't just flex whenever they want to. You have to flex them for them to show up. And then there are also other muscles, like the ones in our heart, that work all the time without us doing anything to keep us alive and healthy. So, well, just for a little more information, there are three muscle groups that are called involuntary, voluntary, and cardiac. Cardiac are the ones around our heart, like we talked about. They're a type of involuntary tissues, but they're especially around the heart. That's why it's called cardiac. And then voluntary are like the ones you use for flexing, and involuntary are just the ones that do stuff without us telling them to.
Everything we're going to talk about now is for grades 3 to 4. First, we're going to talk about the respiratory system. Breathing with your respiratory system. We inhale oxygen, so the lungs help you breathe in fresh air. This is really important since it helps you get energy. Because oxygen gives you energy to play or do anything, like sitting around or even talking. So indirectly, your respiratory system is really important to give you energy. It also helps us exhale waste. So breathe out air. It helps you breathe out air out of your body, which your body does not need. And also, this relates to the plant's photosynthesis because photosynthesis helps release oxygen, which we use to give us energy, and we release out carbon dioxide, which plants use to photosynthesis, make food for themselves. So this is how both of them relate with each other, and that's how plants are really important to us because they keep us alive. So children, remember to plant more plants.
Yep. And now we have the circulatory system. So we're going to learn about circulating blood with the circulatory system. So we know we have a heart, and the heart pumps blood. So does our heart only pumps blood, but then our blood is really important because it carries oxygen and food and nutrients from our food after digestion. And then your blood helps you keeps you alive and strong. And if you ever given blood or have gotten your blood drawn for some reason, for like a couple checkups where they're like, oh, well, we're gonna take a sample of your blood so we can check whether you have any vitamin deficiency or anything like that. Well, they do that because, like I said, your blood carries oxygen and food and nutrients. So that's how they get that information from your blood. And then if you get, like, for example, 2 tubes of blood drawn, you're likely to feel kind of weak and dizzy after your blood has been drawn because you aren't used to having that much blood out of your body. So that is an example of how your blood helps keep you strong because when you have too much blood drawn, you can start feeling weaker.
Now we're going to talk about digestion with the help of our digestive system. So this is how, like when you eat food, you ever wondered why we get energy from eating food? Well, this answers your question. First of all, we eat food. So our mouth helps us chew food. And next we have the stomach, which helps us break down the food and make it into more softer texture so that the rest of our organs can take this soft texture of soft form of this food in order to easily get nutrients and minerals it needs from them. Next is getting nutrients. Our body takes energy and nutrients it needs from this food or from this smooth form of the food. Finally, you fuel up. So you get the energy to play, learn, sit, or even talk by using the energy we get from the food. And this is how our digestive system helps us fuel up and get the energy we need throughout the day.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the excretory system. And this system is basically talking about how we get rid of our waste. So your kidneys clean your blood and gets rid of your waste. This keeps your body clean and healthy. So what exactly do our kidneys do? Our kidneys filter waste products from our blood, which cleans our blood. And then the waste is gathered in your bladder. And then after that, you're probably going to run to the bathroom and then your waste is released in the form of pee or poop.
And then we have the cells and tissues. They are the building blocks of our body. We have the tiny cells. So cells are the tiniest parts of you. And they're too small to see. Tissues are groups of these cells that work together. And then finally, we have the organs. These are groups of tissues that work together to make body parts, like your stomach, your heart, and many more.
So now we're going to talk about keeping our body healthy. So these are the main four things you should be doing to keep your body healthy and to have a better lifestyle. So the first thing you should be doing is eating healthy food. So eat fruits and vegetables. And I know that sounds awful. Why would you want to eat broccolis, you know? But think about the good part of it. Fruits are sweet and they taste nice. And quite a lot of vegetables also taste really good. And the reason why you want to eat healthy is so that later in your future you are you are healthier and you aren't, you know, trying your best to get out of your chair but not being able to. And then remember to drink a lot of water, especially if you feel dehydrated. Like, my mouth is really dry, but I don't want to drink water because I don't like water. Probably not the best decision, right? So drink a lot of water. And then exercise, like play outside, move your body, go to the gym, go cycling, have some fun. Probably the best part. And then when you get home at the end of the day, have a good night's sleep. So try sleeping up to 7 to 8 hours so that you can grow strong and be healthy the very next day.
Thank
And
you, Dexters, for staying along.
yep, do remember everything we talked about. Try out some things if you want to. Like, trying to feel your bones in your fingers and knocking on your skull maybe. And don't forget these four key elements to keeping your body healthy. That's all we had for today. Comment down any questions, any regards, and have a good day.
Thank you,
Goodbye.
Dexters. Bye.